For this year's pallet challenge, I am going to continue recycling the pallet I took apart for last year's challenge. You can see tucked in the corner underneath my old pressure pot are some pallet pieces. This is actually the gem I'm looking for. This is solid oak hardwood. It was the center out of the pallet. I think we can do something fun with this. And then I have a few more boards here. Are a little beat up, but let's go see what happens. Now we're getting started. I have this piece of wood which came off the pallet a little scratched up, and you would think maybe that's not really usable, but I have prepared my molds and I am going to actually bust it up and put it in here and cast it in some Alumilite. I think we're gonna try red, blue. So we've started. This is kind of my version of worthless wood casting. I've got this splintered. I still have the rough edges on it in some places. Little pieces I'm gonna leave nail holes in it, and we're gonna make it fit inside these molds and just go for it. Now we have pieces roughly 5.5, 5.25 inches long, and I am going to just fill these boxes. Just going to fill the boxes as randomly as I can, and we're going to go see what happens. Here we go. The boxes are roughly kind of as full as I want. Remember the important safety tip if you've been following along. Okay, mold release is something called urethane mold release, a brand new stoner. I don't know exactly what or how or why or who, but okay, we're stuffed back here in the corner of my shop that's under construction. Kind of a mess. The tips on these little bottles are absolutely horrible. I tried to trim that off. It didn't necessarily work. I just took it off. I don't think I'm even going to get a gram of this stuff in here, but I'm going to put quite a bit of blue in. That's 1 gram. And then I'll put this back on. Close this up. I gotta fix these. Gotta figure out how to drill them out or cut them or grind them or blow them or something. But I'm gonna go for 250. Again, Carnatic side A, white. Go to 125. Or 190. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Got a 190. So I'm at 190, which is exactly what I had planned. Going to just mix that blue up. Tar, 190. $84, 194. $194, and then right here. Okay, now we're looking at the pressure pot. Boring, I know, but I want to say I was mixing that. It started to get warm. It got hot. It almost basically set up in my hand. I poured it in one mold quick. I didn't have enough to pour in the other mold. The other mold glopped on. I was 50 feet away from my pressure pot the way my shop's set up, and I had to run in here, stuff this in the pressure pot. The seal fell off my pressure pot. I only achieved 40 pounds before this thing started to leak. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. This is the top of the one that globbed. This globbed into a big old dry glob, and I just stuffed it down on there barely when it was wet. This sort of started to pour. These all kind of went in there. Not my My most glorious moment. Guess that's why you follow along with me, is because you never know what exactly is going to happen. But it's 95 degrees outside. I'm in the hot shop. The stuff was hot, and we learned that Alumilite is definitely cured by heat. Once the heat reaction starts, away you go. Yep. That released. Well, that's pretty cool. Wow. So it's a pale blue, and looks like when I did get it under pressure, some of the bubbles came out. If there's bubbles in it, we'll just fill them when we turn it. So I'm going to make some red, put on this one for sure. Maybe I'll pour a little red on the top of this one as well. Probably couldn't hurt. Back in the garage right next to the pot. So this time I did the 2-cup method. I put 138 and 138 because it's kind of hard to measure. I have this. I got some of that, I don't know, call it ribbon blue from the cup. And I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. These are still hot. Of course, this is going to get hot right when I mix it. So I'm going to mix this quick, pour it in here, and pour a little in there, put it right in the pressure pot. We will not be slowing down this time. And no, I didn't put the Alumilite in the fridge. I thought it might give it moisture, and I actually need to get this done. So that was extremely quick. I mixed it for about a minute, and then my top mold leaked like mad, so I have a mess on the floor. I think it's just temporary carpet. And then my seal on my Harbor Freight thingamajig is leaking at 44 pounds. So this thing is junk. On recommendation, don't recommend it. Wouldn't buy one. I need to spend the real money and get a real good CA technology one. So this was the bottom mold we did first, and it's got nice red all over the top of it. It's at the bottom of it. This was the one I had on top, which things floated out of it. I got this stuff that's kind of a mess. Because it's an inch deep, I know I'll be able to get my pen blanks trimmed out of it without any problem. But the bubbles came up and out. This one looks really good. This one was leaking on me a little bit, so not as impressed with this as I could have been. I think this one's going to be awesome. And it's still warm. I took it out of the pressure pot. It's curing. This stuff will cure. See, the problem is this mold leaked. I gotta spend more time and energy to get my molds better. I did this fast, and what you do when you do stuff fast is you get yourself in trouble. So based on my previous experience, oh look at that, demolded. Oh look at that, it just fell off. Now the tricky part is to see if it comes off the melamine, which I'm hoping it will. Oh, just like that, a little tap, a little slap. So I had some air in the bottom somehow, not too sure. This was my popsicle stick. I set it on top, and oddly enough, it stuck to the bottom of this one. I'm going to leave this one molded. I might do something else with it. But this one I'm going to wrap in aluminum foil and put it in my easy bake oven and fully cure it so I can speed the process along. Alright, okay, today we pulled this out of the oven. I put it in there to help speed cure it because I'm running late on this project. And we've got wood in here at various levels. It's pallet wood. I'm going to go trim this into pen blanks, and I think I'm going to make some great big cigar pens out of it. See what it looks like with some blue and some red pinkish and some light wood. Okay, I just trimmed these up. They are about 7/8 by a little over an inch. I started on this end, and that one looks like it's going to mostly be blue. This one looks like it's actually going to be pretty cool through here. I got some blue, red in there. These are the ones that I think are starting to look kind of crazy, kind of creative. Different bits of wood and different red in it. I like this one. I think this is where we'll start. We'll go turn this into a pen and see what happens.